extremely tasty final. An E-Nations Cup rematch between Yago and Tex. That's still burning Tex inside, losing that game. I guarantee it.
And if we get to a cross-console final where we'll see a repeat of that, Richard, it will be pretty special. But we have to talk about the Brazilian in this game, for Filza. It was 12 months ago in Bucharest in the Foot Champions Cup where everyone was talking about Filza. All this hype about him playing this beautiful style of football. When it went to the knockouts, he didn't deliver. Day 2, he didn't deliver. This time round in Bucharest, he's delivered on day 1, day 2, and at the moment on day 3. The only unbeaten PlayStation 4 player left in the tournament. And these are the 2 best PlayStation players from our first major of the FIFA 20 Global Series. Is Wolves for Filza up against West Ham United Yago. Call it a Premier League clash if you want, because that is what we're going to strap ourselves into for the next 2 legs. For Filza, Richard, 0.7 goals conceded per game is the average. I mean, he doesn't concede goals.
You just look at his bracket play. 1-0 win against #Harry. 2-1 win against Houston, arguably one of the most creative attacking players in FIFA. Now 1-0 victory against Crazy Clash.
That's 1-0 over 180 minutes of FIFA as well.
There's 1 goal conceded in 3 two-legged matches of FIFA. I was catching up with Coach Thomas earlier, just as the food were getting served up in the sort of catering area. And he was saying, look, I sometimes feel bad that we have to play in this certain way, where we play more defensive and we keep hold of the possession, but he needs a win under his belt. He needs a win. He needs that confidence. And that's what he's doing right now. It doesn't matter how you got to the dance.
It doesn't matter how you win, does it?
It matters that you've got your shoes on and you're doing the tango in a console final.
I think you've hit the nail on the head there, because when you look at a champion, Foot Champions Cup champion, do you go and break down their Swiss round 3 game of how they got there? Here's the first chance. And maybe you heard your call out for a tango, Richard. Cristiano Ronaldo is the man to perform that dance and put it past the goalkeeper. 1-0 up. It's like he can hear us.
And this right now is a really big moment in the game. This next 10-15 minutes, with Filza taking the lead so early on in this matchup, it means that Yago has to come out. It almost plays perfectly into the hands of Filza.
Look at the last 2 games, Richard, for Yago. Regarding yesterday's game against Maestro in the quarterfinals, what was he doing? Winning position, game number 1. 2-0 win. Yes, he conceded 2 goals, but then he went back in front. He's used to being in winning positions. Go back to the last match, Richard. Winning position again. 2-0, first game. He loves to get in front and then try and control the game off that. This is in for Filza's hands, as you said. If he can get 1-0 up, he can start to keep possession and play the way he can. He won his last game 1-0.
It doesn't concede. Filza doesn't concede.
And right now, it really does feel like the perfect version of FIFA for Wolves for Filza. Spoke to Thomas as well a little bit earlier yesterday and said, is he just enjoying the game? This student says he's loving the game. There's a handful of players that can honestly say that, and they're the ones that are still in the competition right now. He's done so well, wow! Wowee! Cristiano Ronaldo, make that 2. 22 minutes on the clock. Yago has got a huge task on his hands.
Panic stations right now for Yago and Bass. And I tell you what, for me right now, this is for Filza coming out and proving a point. Oh, for Filza only plays defensive football. It's 2-0 up in 20 minutes.
That goal as well, Richard. We'll see it again on the replay. And you can just see on the right-hand corner of your top face cam there, just a kind of a whisper going on between Coach Thomas, because you can't see in the studio. The players obviously are so close together. The coaches can hear each other.
It's so quiet as well in the studios. There's a smattering of cameramen in there, a few photographers. We all leave the studio when we finished. We come back and we watch the games elsewhere. We don't want to be in that environment. We don't want to be distracting the players on that stage in the studio. He's deathly silent in there.
One thing you have to say, Richard, is that if there was a game plan for Yago to follow, it's been clearly ripped up and we're back again on a blank piece of paper. He's 2-0 down in 22 minutes, not the start that he would have wanted at all. But for Filza would have known that. Yago likes to score goals and go up and then try and control the game off of that, which would have meant that Filza would have had to come out and play. If anything, he's taken this game the perfect way possible. 22 minutes in. Balls for Filza, 2-0 up. If you have followed the Xbox side, Tex is in another cross-console final. Another FIFA, another cross-console final. And he'll be waiting for one of these two to join him, in which will be a match worth $50,000. And to get your name back on that FUT Champions Cup for the FIFA 20 season. That is if you're Tex. Or alternatively, we could have a new nation winner on there, a new player on there. And it really does just set up this fantastic FIFA 20 Global Series we're going to be looking at. This is only stage 1 of 6 as well.
This right here is a $15,000 game as well. Let's not forget that.
And whoever wins this game will go top of their ranking for their console as well. You'll be the best player on PlayStation regarding ranking points. Come what, Wednesday, Thursday next week, when I believe the rankings will refresh them for the first time this year. Tex is already there. I don't think he'll be moving for a long time from that top spot. 2,000 Global Series points already in his back pocket, Richard. And as you said, even if he loses that cross-console final, it's $30,000 the runner-up will get. Obviously, he'll be looking to pick up another FUT Champions Cup.
Such a strong starter, isn't he? Tex, no matter what game it is, he just seems to start the year so strong. I think it's more reputation. It's more of a sign to the rest of the players to say, yep, I'm back and I'm here to show that I'm the best again.
Filza. He's trying to defend there, move his players over. Yago really struggling at the moment just to kind of create anything going forward. And you can just see this bank of midfielders that he's going to struggle to get past naturally. Johan Cruyff, who was huge for him in that semi-final game, scored 2 goals for him.
When these two have played it previously in the qualifiers, it was Yago who did come out on top. I think you're saying earlier that they played next to each other.
It's a great story. Qualifying. It really is a great story. I believe they're both involved in some sort of gaming festival out in Brazil, and they actually played their FUT Champions Cup #1 qualifiers next to each other in their HQ they're playing in. They didn't just match in Swiss, Richard. They matched in a knockout game to qualify them for this tournament. Yago won that game. The Phils had to then go through the losers bracket to qualify himself for this. So they are very good friends outside, of competitive FIFA. They're both from South America and they're both part of Team Bundled. So they've both been playing the qualifiers together and they've already played against each other this year.
They play against each other quite a lot as well, just online, practicing. And all catching up with both coaches, Bass and Thomas, and they said they know each other pretty much inside and out. They know how each other tick. They know how each other want to play. It's all about disrupting that game plan, though. And right now it is for Filza in the driver's seat. 2 shots on target, 2 goals, and over 60% of the football. You see a change coming out here for Yago.
Is he going to move out the drop back? That's the question. No, he's happy to stay in that so far. Also, you can see Yashin, the goalkeeper, that he's happy to back as well. Now we're going to see that change. Maybe he's going to go into a different game plan now, which could be attacking for him. 4-2-2 seems to be that popular formation that a number of players will be happy to change into. And look at that bench as well, Richard. We mentioned it yesterday about informed Mane's on there. That Scream Firmino item as well. Of course, they probably won't be coming on the field, but he has got a number of options on the bench if he wants to use them.
Stewart attacking on his fullbacks, cover centre as well on Ruud Gullit there. Looks like everybody else just unbalanced as it stands. It's Neymar coming off for CR7 up top as well. In this 4-2-2 formation, drift wide. Interesting enough. No, I thought
you want to cut in, wouldn't you, normally, because we're not seeing many crosses, if any.
Balanced. Plays in the box, pretty much going to a relative even keel as well. It's going to be press on heavy touch for Yago.
On the other side of this screen as well for Filza, we'll be constantly just probably comparing the teams to see the change that he has made, and obviously see that he's gone into a 4-2-2. I think Yago is done with those changes now. And that is his attacking game plan. In motion, I believe he will be moving into. There we go, he's moved into it straight away. He knows he needs to claw back at least a goal going into the second leg. The first half played 2-0 to Wolves for Filza so far. We know he scores goals, Yago. And we know he normally likes to lead games as well. This hasn't been the case for him because the Filza just hasn't allowed him. Ball back inside, right place, right time. Laurent Blanco, I believe, at the back. Just a big hoof there from Van Dijk. Now he's going to be able to play out on this right-hand side.
Look how neat that possession were as well, round the back. A lot of players might have panicked there and just punted it into Rose Ed, but kept hold of the ball, worked that opportunity. You can see Vieira there dropping back between the defenders, looking to pick up the ball and move forward here for those tangerine shirts.
That's risky at the back, and Laurent Blanc just maybe tackle that one yet. He's going to get the deflection anyway. It will be for Filza in possession still, and this is all muscle memory for him, just keeping it round his own defensive third. Something simple just as that, as playing 3 or 4 passes between the same duo. You don't know where the ball's going to go. I'll start to move forward and try and create something. Here's Ruud Gullit. Linking up with, I'd probably say, one of his best friends when it comes to competitive FIFA in Vieira. Back to goal, there's that chance. Maybe he was looking for.
That would have been up there with the Gillette precision play of the day right there. Keeping the ball so neat and tidy in some great areas on the pitch. The Elasticos mixing up with the quick 1, 2, 3, 4 passes. Building his way through the pitch, and right now for Filza, he's looking irresistible.
I think it's just the case of he's not put a foot wrong, Richard. He's going to come forward once again now. It's Johan Cruyff. Maybe just have a roulette there. Unfortunately, doesn't actually get him any advantage, though. Does keep in possession, though. Great ball just to cut the 2 players open. You're thinking he was going to cut it back into Ronaldo. No. Ronaldo's going to pick it up back to Cruyff now. He drops the shoulder and still gets the finish up as well. Not good news for Yago. For Filza extends his lead to 3 goals.
It's just a simple mistake right there. He's tried doing a fake shot out of the back. Over sort of extended with the fake shot. There's nothing he can do about it. It's just how the game programs a fake shot to be inputted in with the centre-back. Nicked off his foot with Johan Cruyff and smashed into the back of the net for a 3-goal advantage. And even though it's only the first leg, Brandon, you'd probably be looking to say game over. As for Filza, conceded 3 goals at all in this entire tournament. He's not in the bracket play. He's conceded 1 goal, the maximum in bracket play.
So that came in his quarter-final matchup, which he was still able to win 2-1 up against future FC Oostum. He's looking for a 4th now. He's for Filza. Don't mess around with it at the back now.
Actually got his switch results here for you. It was a 1-0 win against Harry, 2-1 against Oostum, and then 5-2 Harry, 6-2, 4-0, 2-1, 1-0. He's not conceded 3 goals over 2 legs of FIFA in this tournament. The maximum amount of goals he's conceded is 2.
But on top of that, Richard, he has not tasted a defeat. I asked questions of him yesterday when we were in round of 16 yesterday, quarterfinals. You never see 2 players from each console go completely perfect. You might see 1, such as Tex has done in the past, but to go 5-0 in Swiss, sometimes we often say it's good to get a loss out of your system. But clearly it's worked for him.
I'd probably be... I know in FIFA 17, Jihan versus Tas in Paris, that was both played 7-0. That was a group stage or not Swiss.
Still a fantastic record though, wasn't it?
I'm trying to think if there has been a perfect Xbox versus PS console final where it's been the two unbeaten players facing off.
It really does feel like a first. See, we are a long way away from concluding that Filza will win the game, but from what we've seen so far, it does look perfect from him. Zidane just getting that pass on out to Neymar. Doesn't come of anything though. Possession will be recycled once again. There's he heel to will from R9. Wants to just tee up Johan Cruyff on the edge of the box. It's not going to work out for him. But going back to the record of Filza, Richard, just hasn't lost a game, has not tasted defeat. And that has helped him mentally throughout this tournament. On the other side for Yago, he went 3-2 in Swiss and had to win his 5th round matchup against Mentz, the French player, to ensure that he would be even in the knockout stages.
He's not conceded more than 2 goals over 2 legs. He's not. It's a crazy stat for Filza. He's 3-0 up. Surely the writing's on the wall.
And he would have had that experience as well of losing to Yago in a tournament qualification. Tournament qualification matchup. Which was up against Yago to qualify for this tournament. Yago won it, as I keep saying. Filza went through the loser bracket to qualify. Maybe Filza to himself has a point to prove. Was at the World Cup final last year. And overall had a really strong year, including that E-Club World Cup campaign as well. Added time of just 2 minutes left now. And what a performance it has been from Filza. 3-0, surely not 4. Headed into this second leg, Yago will be saying, please no. Mbappe back to R9. Unfortunately, a bit of a weak effort, that goal.
No real conviction on the strike there for Filza in the final third. A little discussion here. Probably just more of the same. Keep it up. You're playing fantastic. Arguably some of the best FIFA he's played. Especially from what we've seen in the bracket play. 1-0 win against #Harry. 2-1 win against Houston. 1-0 win against Clash Crazy. Now we're in the console final and he's 3-0 up after 1 leg.
He feels like more of a kind of like a finalised FIFA player.
Finished article.
Yeah, regarding like he's got rid of those mistakes. He's got rid of those little hurdles and maybe whether it's finishing, defending for him, working out maybe a formation that he enjoys playing, the handful of icons that he enjoys using and how they work for him. I definitely, he's literally like a finished article in regards to he is just that kind of Perth whole tournament who's going to pick up the $50,000 and the FUT Champions Cup, Richard. So we're moving into our second leg now. It currently is 3-0 to Filza. As we keep saying, has not put a foot wrong, has only conceded a maximum of 2 goals in any 2-legged tie. Can you really see this being turned over?
It'd have to be something magical for him to turn this game
Coach
around.
Bass has got some sort of game plan coming into this one because he needs
fairy dust that he sprinkled on his controller in between the 2 games because he's going to need it. You see the changes being made here on screen as well.
And of course, to start, without using drop back, obviously it's balanced from the word go for him. He's having a quick pause and the last change, look at his players before we do jump into this game. And it's interesting to look that we are looking at a Neymar starting, and Mbappe started as well, Richard. Ronaldo, Van Dijk, obviously 4 normal. Obviously for items, obviously an informal 2 in there as well, compared to maybe the icon-heavy teams that we've seen from other players. Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's Cristiano or R9 up top.
Yeah, true.
Cruyff at strike is a little bit of a strange one as well for him. Obviously, his editing is attacking right now. You can see the changes from his centre mids as well. Stick position and cover centre that he wants on those. Left mid and right mid stay forward by the looks of it. Stay on the edge of the box for crosses as well. But also, Richard, you can't drop Cruyff, who scored you 2 goals last game. As you know, you said it's interesting seeing him in striker, but he's done so much for Yago in this tournament, and now he'll be holding out for Johan Cruyff to be a hero once again. He's 3-0 down, has to get an early goal, has to make something happen. We've seen that change in custom tactics and the formation that he is going to be using in this second leg. The worst thing that can happen is for Filza to score with the first 2 minutes of this game. Falls back to Ronaldo. He stands on his feet. The attack is not dealt with yet, though, for Filza coming straight back.
Oh, surely that's going to be a cut back inside. Went to ball roll, Yashin. Yashin was wise, though, and just collected that one.
I like the intention of the ball roll to try and set up the 100% chance. I think the cutback was sort of getting marked in the middle of the box there. But I think we're in for a very attacking game right here because Yago has to press him. Let's see what Fafilza's made of. He's been unbelievable thus far in this tournament defensively.
Well, we've got Fnatic Techs waiting in this cross-console final for one of these two to join. I'm sure he'll be out in the players' area now, waiting and watching and thinking to himself, maybe I prefer to play against this player, or maybe he's already thinking him up against Fafilza. Because if he did concede 3 goals now, Richard, it'd be the most he's conceded at any given point in this tournament for the Brazilian. Elastico, 1 or 2, going to fall back to R9. It's going to be a gift of a goal, you'd think. Yashin. Wow. Just did enough to collect that one for him. I was a little bit worried then. Worst thing, as I said, that can happen is for Filza to score, it'll be 4-0 down in Yago's mentality, surely. It's going to be so difficult for him to try and pick himself up and move forward. This is that chance for him, Cruyff.
Yeah, his mentality already damaged right now coming into this second leg. But I don't know if you saw that. You saw Bass just sort of hitting him on the arm a little bit. You saw Yago nodding his head. I think it
he's
feels
created
like,
a chance, hasn't he?
I feel like he could get... I think mentally, he's far from done in this game right now. He feels as though he's got this game potentially and the minerals to turn this around. You saw Fafilza giving the ball away again there.
Tell you what, this could be half a chance for him!
Hold the phone.
He's obviously made some sort of plan. And at the moment, he's sticking to every single word of it.
What did I say before the game? Fafilza, he's been unreal defensively, but when he's been pressured, he's gave the ball away, he's made mistakes. He's got to eliminate those mistakes from his game. And Yago is ramping up the pressure right now.
The best thing that could have happened in this matchup would have been an opening goal in the first 30 minutes for Yago. And you can just see there, Richard, small indications, that press. Every single time is currently working for him, for Filza. He goes and gets another goal. That 3-goal advantage is kind of reset again for him. The best thing that he can do. Zidane, though, backed by a number of pros and kind of explain the reason why. Here's Ronaldo. He's on the right side of the defender as well. Really well done by Maldini.
He weren't really confident shooting on his left foot there. I think he wanted to open up the angle to hit it on the near post. If you remember the goal that he scored against Houston, where he just thrashed it into the near post for Filza. Gives himself a free kick, Yago. Too far out to shoot here, but that'll be a layoff.
Simple ball roll as well. Play into Mbappe, and this is where he needs to get things moving as Yago. Heel to heel, and a ball roll as well. Van Dijk had to just stretch out a leg to get rid of that one.
Look at Van Dijk charging the ball down.
Look at the numbers forward as well from Yago. Could actually be penalised for it, though. Look at that run on the far hand side. Messi's off. He's going to find Messi as well. Keeper's off his line. Is that a risk for him to take? Yes, it! Oh, what a save!
You got amongst men.
That's why he's in a few players' teams this weekend. Wow.
Clawing the ball out. If that doesn't get you going and think there's something in the water here for me to try and get back into this game, I don't know what will.
That goes in as well, Richard. That 3-goal advantage is back again. To be honest, I don't know why he dragged him off the line. He was on his right foot, Messi. He obviously was going to be looking to go back on the left foot. Forget about that now, though. We've moved on from it. Yago's just thinking, thankfully, I'm still in this tight. The problem is, though, you can see the numbers forward from Yago. He has to defend magnificently. He's got 4 players sitting forward every single time. He's going to get stretched. His midfield's going to get stretched. Then his goalkeeper's going to get tested time and time again. You've got to be composed in situations like this when You don't have much time on the ball. When a ball roll is so important for you, or just a simple fake shot. Bit of an overload on the left-hand side, not really what he would have wanted. Pull it. Back to Cruyff now. There's a few ball rolls in there. Zidane already got one goal. There's the fake shot. Oh, we've got a game on.
Yago with R9. Lovely fake shot, opening up the space, smashing it with the left foot. For Filza, conceding 2 goals in one half of FIFA. That's the most goals he's conceded at all in one singular 2-legged match of FIFA. Pressure is a thing. Nerves are a thing.
I hope you're still holding that phone, Richard Buckley. Because we have got a game on our hands right now in Bucharest. Look at the change of tactic. 4 players every single time.
A forward. They're on stay forward. It's pretty much everyone get forward and just try and snatch me something.
If Yago gets a third, we might see a huge outpour of emotion. The biggest outpour of emotion we've probably seen all weekend long from the Argentine. The problem is, though, he's got 2 players in Zidane and Hullet having to do pretty much like a 3 or 4 man job. That's the only problem. Superb tackle again, got a little bit fortunate with it. Just looks like a changed man, doesn't he, Yago? Half-time, he's pulled 2 goals back. Oh, my God, Richard Buckley, we are in for something special. We're going to have a look at some of the big match moments. Yashin, wow.
Off of the line. Unbelievable pour out.
I thought if he's wearing his hat, he might have threw his hat to try and stop the ball on the line, but look at the reaction there. Thomas, though, saying you've got to keep going, you've got to keep going. You can't dwell on those opportunities. If you're Yago right now, do you change back to your original formation now? You're only 1 goal behind.
You've got to stick with what you're playing right now. You have to just keep on attacking the game. You can see still in that 4-4-2, and it's going to be for Filza, the 2 players making changes. Maybe they've just taken a second to calm down, just to recompose. I imagine the heart rate, the nerves, the butterflies, everything just pumping right now. 45 minutes away from a cross-console final. All you have to do is hold the line. It's getting away from kick-off straight away.
Oh, no. Not a good start from the Filza. Neymar, can he get past Van Dijk? Yes, he can! Oh, it's nearly an own goal from Laurent Blanc.
I thought he just smashed it in his own net.
Look at Van Dijk. It's gone all the way out to Van Dijk. I doubt he's going to be scissor kicking that into the goal. That's awful. He's going to give away possession. Now Cruyff has got Akers to run into as well. Watch out for CR7 as well. Just who's going to make that ongoing run. Superb recovery from Zambrotta, though. Had to be superb.
Mbappe and Zambrotta, the 2 players with so much pace, just getting back there, making up the numbers for Yago as he comes flying forward yet again. This game.
I've been waiting for a game like this all weekend long.
End to end right now. For Filza's trying his best to kill off the game, but Yago's just simply not letting him.
You've got to think how nervous Filza's feeling right now. He's 3-0 up, Richard. He doesn't give away leads. He doesn't concede goals. Could this be his chance to go back in front? Fortunately, the bounce just wasn't there for him.
Right place, right time there, just getting a body in the way. He wasn't even controlling Hullet, and he just bounced off his leg.
If you are wondering, the stake on this game, it's a $15,000 game. You win this, you are in.
A date with Tex in the final.
You really are. It's a cross-console final. Even if you lose it, you're guaranteed $30,000 and 2,000 Global Series points, which will put you top of your console ranking. This is better from Filza. You can just feel he's kind of building back into this game now, and that's on behalf of the help of having Ruud, Hullet and Vieira as your 2 CDMs just holding it together. The press again, it's perfect from Yago. He's just free-flowing at the moment with his FIFA.
Just the way he brought Maldini out of the back there as well. He just nerves of steel to bring your centre-back up, to back yourself to win the tackle, and then have 4 players always going forward in that 4-4-2.
R9, the goal scorer of the second, heavily involved in this passage of play once again. Lovely switch of play out to Ruud Hullet. Who's going to be the person to take that risk at goal? Is it Cruyff? I think for a second, Yago thought it was in. Corner to come in straight away. Last one was an awful corner. He played it all the way out to Van Dijk. He's going to do it again out to Van Dijk. The touch was horrendous last time. Falls back to Zidane of all players. Back to goal. He'll try and shoot that one. Goalie's off his line. It's R9 towards the back post. Just about dealt with again by Verfilza.
Under his own crossbar, nodding it away, but again,
it's coming back.
The ball possession turned back over to Yago, as it seems to have happened every single time in this game. He's got a free kick, I think.
No, he's played on. The referee's played advantage. That fake shot was textbook for Ruud Gullit to be able to read. It's one of them. If he fulfills it right now, you can really feel this pressure. How do you get past it? Carlos Alberto just left his man there. Zidane's having to just drop back into right back. You can just see that on the top hand side of your screen. This is your PlayStation 4 console final. Incredible turn of play. Look at Mbappe. I believe it's Mbappe. Too heavy.
Right idea, just not great execution right there.
Has to win it back. That press really is strong. Is that ball too heavy? Yeah, it is. And there we go, straight into a pause. This is really positive from Yago, though, once again. And we are looking at Yago's point of view here. So we're seeing a big change, another change for him.
Best way I can sort of describe this pressure, sort of like when you'll go on holiday and you'll go to a really, really hot country, you step off the plane and it just hits you. You don't know what to do.
It's like that experience when we went to Doha.
You step outside and it's just the heat and you feel lost.
You're like, where's the aircon?
And right now, he's looking for a way out, is Verfilza of this game. Because Yago is relentless.
Yeah, the pressure is incredible from Yago. Obviously, speak about the Premier League being one of the most entertaining leagues in the world. Talk about two of their FIFA players making this one of the most entertaining games we've seen this weekend.
He's in down the line there. Messi's fresh.
He's fresh as well. Can he get round him? He has. He's got past Eusebio, I want to say. As a ball roll, unfortunately, into danger. Watch out for this press, though. Can Zidane turn it around? It's like there, Eusebio's really got nowhere to go, has he?
That's
the other side of that. Eusebio is fresh. Scores now. You'd have to say it's game over. Eusebio, ball roll, surely on the line. It's in from R9. And
Look
you can see the
reaction.
outpour of emotion. Surely that is your game winner.
He was under the cush for so many opportunities. So much time was Verfilza. You saw Eusebio. He was fresh. He was just brought onto the pitch. Got down the side. Yago jumped in with a manual tackle. You saw him press circle, and the space when he mistimed that tackle was palpable. There was so much room. And this is the change that Yago has to make right now. 3-4-1-2. All of those sliders.
And I love the fact that, Yago's thinking to himself, I have had chances. I have created chances. He scored 2 goals within the first half, Richard. He's got 15 minutes left, plus added time to make. If he gets a goal, 82nd, 83rd minute latest, he's got about 8 minutes to have a real good go at this. A lot of ifs, though. A lot of ifs. Verfilza, we know he can see out games. He's got that grit to see out a game.
Yago will be coming at him from kickoff. If he scores straight away, potentially.
I was worried when that ball went into the box because I honestly thought somehow it was not going in.
R9, Captain Fantastic for Verfilza. 15 minutes left.
That goal could be a $15,000 goal in terms of sending Verfilza into his first ever grand final, cross-console final at a FUT Champions Cup. And this is what you'll expect to see. Keep the ball, look after the ball, but that press is going to be really strong now from Yago. It's about trying to just put out the players from Yago, stretch the midfield, then you're going to start to find gaps in between, but on the top of that, Yago's going to want you to play those risky balls. Oh no, look at the space for him. There is a risk when you come forward. Pull it!
Game, set, and match.
Get that man in the cross-console final. That goal seals the deal. He had to come forward, Yago. He had to play free at the back. But gaps will appear and opportunities will arise. Ruud Gullit took the opportunity and he has done enough to send the Brazilian into his first ever cross-console grand final.
Wolves for Filza, you saw when the fourth goal went in, the emotion and the outcry from him, because that was the release that he needed. That fifth goal, it was more of a coolness about it. Yeah, that's game over now. I've got 3-goal cushion. I've got the game wrapped up.
You have to give credit, though, don't you, of course, to...
What a game Yago's had, because some players could turn over and roll down.
One more, why not? Zidane wants to get involved in the party. And that's exactly what he'll do. On that finesse, one-on-one, keeper was just pulled off his line. It was a routine finish in the end for the Frenchman. One of the new icons added to FIFA 20 this year. And he's, of course, amongst the pro selection. And that's why. But going back to your point, Richard, as you said, Yago had a fantastic game. Kept us on the edge of our seats for a very long time into this second leg. 60th, 65th minute, we thought, you know what?
He attacked the game.
This really could be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, he attacked the game. He had to attack the game. And he's made this PS4 console final a great watch.
And that means that at top of the PlayStation 4 ranking, it will be for Filza. 2,000 Global Series points to his name.
And he also continues this astounding record of only conceding 2 goals.
Yeah.
In a 2-legged game of FIFA.
Which really makes this grand final an exciting one. Against Fnatic Tex, that'll be the grand final. Wolves for Filza against Fnatic Tex in a match worth $50,000.
I mean, if you just look at Texas results, 4-2, 5-2, 4-2, 6-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-0, 4-0, 2-1. He is also not conceded more than 2 goals in a 2-legged game of FIFA.
And there we go. Congratulations to Wolves for Filza. He will be your PlayStation